Inter Milan's going to win the 2021-2022 Scudetto over Juventus. Juventus are going to go 10 straight years as champions of Italy. That is going to be the meaning of the J in Juventus, is that they changed the classic crest with the iconic symbol of Turin, the bull. They changed that from the bull to the J. It is this logo that is represented by the Scudetto patch that is also represented by the first letter in Juventus. It is J, that is the 10th letter in the alphabet. This is why Juventus Scudetto run is going to end at 10. And that is exactly why former Juventino Antonio Conte is going to win the Scudetto and end his former team's Serie A title streak that began with him in the year 2011-2012. It is Antonio Conte that was born in the year 1969. It is 1969 that is the year of the Rooster. It is the Rooster that is 10th in the Chinese zodiac order. So after Juventus win its 10th consecutive Scudetto, the Rooster manager is going to end the run. It is in the Chinese zodiac. It is 2006. It is 2017. That is also Rooster year, and that was the year that Antonio Conte won the Premier League title with English football club Chelsea. Antonio Conte is 50 years old right now. He is going to be 52 years old in 2021 before the start of the season. In the year 21, nonetheless. It is Conte that equals 21. That's why Inter going to win the Serie A beginning in the year 2021. That is a 41 year. Now, it is prophecy. It is Inter Milan that equals 52. You know what's funny about the gematria of prophecy equaling 106? Is that in Inter Milan's 106 consecutive season in the top flight, they are going to end the Scudetto streak. And then in 2022, 2023, that would be their 100th consecutive season in the top flight. And they would be coming off of a championship. It is the Italian word for championship, Campionato. That has a gematria of 107. So they are going to be defending their title in the 107th consecutive season in the top flight for Inter Milan. Speaking of Cristiano Ronaldo in Real Madrid, in the only other instance of a Decima, Real Madrid are the only team to do the Decima in the Champions League, meaning the 10th title in a particular competition. Juventus would complete the Decima with Cristiano Ronaldo 7 years later after he completed the Decima in 2014. That was the year of the Decima, Real Madrid's 10th Champions League title. 7 years later, from 2014, Juventus are going to win its 10th straight Scudetto. So that is the numerology of that. For manager Maurizio Sarri, he is going to win. He's going to go 2 for 2 winning Scudettos, but it is going to end in 2021-2022. The streak would end after 2 for Maurizio Sarri with the Ox Cristiano Ronaldo, born in the year 1985. Inter Milan are going to hoist the trophy in the year 2022. 2022 is the year of the Tiger. What's interesting about that is that Antonio Conte would enter that campaign with 3 Serie A titles. He won a total of 3 Serie A titles as the manager of Juventus. So Juventus are going to, 7 of those Scudettos are going to occur without Antonio Conte. In his 3rd season in charge of Inter Milan is when he is going to win the Scudetto in the year of the Tiger. 2010, when Inter Milan win the Champions League final that year. That did occur for Inter Milan in the year of the Tiger. They end Juventus Scudetto dominance in the year of the Tiger, 2022. It is 2021-22, that is the 9th season. It is Inter Milan that begins with the 9th letter, I. Now, it is Decimo. It is Madrid that equals 49 and 31. That's why that title was scripted. Now, the gematria of Mauricio Sarri is significant. It's because Mauricio equals 112. And for Inter Milan, after 112 seasons in existence, they are going to be Serie A champions again in 2021-2022. That is a 63 year, and then 21-22 is a 43 year. Now, what's interesting about the gematria of Antonio is that Antonio equals 34, and that is the same gematria as fine, meaning end. End equals 34 in Italian gematria. Not only does Ronaldo end the Champions League title drought for Juventus, because it's Ronaldo that equals 34, but ultimately the Serie A streak is going to end while he is a player of Juventus. All this would be occurring in Juventus' 124th season in existence. Don't know much about the meaning of 124. It's pretty clear what the Rooster astrology represents in the meaning of Juventus starting with the 10th letter in the alphabet and completing a decimo in Italy's Serie A. Italian champions, Inter would win 11 years later, their last title occurring in 2009-2010. So this would actually be 12 years later for Inter Milan. That's 12 years. Now, what's interesting about Inter winning the Scudetto 12 years later is that the season in Italian football in 2019-2020, it would be the 10th since the organization formed under its own league committee. It would be the 12th season that it formed its own league committee in 21-22. Now, for Antonio Conte, notice in 2022, he is going to turn 53 years of age. Right before his 53rd birthday for Antonio Conte, Inter Milan are going to be the champions. It is the champions in Italian gematria, I Campioni, that equals 53 in gematria. It is pretty clear what's going to happen in 2021, 2022. How about Eric Thor, the president? Let me check that. If I have the right spelling for that. And he became the chairman in 2013. He would win the Scudetto 9 years later. Once again, Inter Milan begins with the 9th letter in the alphabet. This is the numerology of the team president winning this Scudetto with Inter Milan in 2021-2022. What's interesting about the year 2022 is that it is Milan that equals 49 and 22. It is Decimo, once again, that equals 49 and 31. It is Madrid that equals 49 and 31. Now, I know AC Milan is just referred simply as Milan, but what this is telling you is that a team from the city of Milan is going to win in 2022. It does not mean that AC Milan is going to win in 2022. It's going to be Inter Milan that's going to win in 2022. The Italian football champion in 2022 is going to be from Milan. Simply enough, that's what this means. And going back to Eric Thor, we can see what his name in gematria represents as the leader of Inter Milan. Eric Thor equals 124. He would win the Scudetto in Juventus' 124th season in existence. His birthday is May the 30th. He's born on the 30th day of the year. It is Inter that equals 30 in Gematria. He was born in the year 1970. That adds up to 89, the Gematria of I Campioni. His birthday, 30th day of May of 1970, adds up to 124. Once again, he is going to win the Scudetto as the president of Inter Milan in Juventus' 124th season in existence. That is the meaning of 124, as I found out during the video on the spot. His birthday numerology for 2022. What does that represent? 77 and 57. 57 is the gematria of Conte. 57 is also the gematria of championship in English gematria. A lot of great finds here in this video. Antonio Conte for one, and Eric Thor, once again, the other guy that is going to lead Inter Milan as a powerhouse in world football. July the 31st of 2022. Nothing else there associated with Antonio Conte's birthday. I hope the Chinese astrology is clear. Let me see which year that Eric Thor was born in the Chinese zodiac. Year of the dog. The dog is 11th in the order of the Chinese zodiac. So in the 11th season is when Juventus Scudetto streak is going to end. So that is after their 10th straight Scudetto. In 2021, 2022, Internazionale is going to win the Scudetto. International Milan. And let me see what the gematria of Internazionale is. Pretty clear what's going to happen here. 2022, the year of the Tiger. A 10-year Scudetto streak ends with the Rooster Antonio Conte. This Juventus-Inter rivalry is going to start to get heated. And it's going to be super heated by that time in 2022. Once the beast is slayed from the top. 2022 is a 42 year. It's knowledge that equals 42. It is Freemason that equals 42. The team that wears the black and white stripes, their run is going to end in a 42 year. And all good things come to an end, and that includes the dominance of Juventus.